Hello, it's Kate Mudsouls Pottery, bringing you the results of Kiln opening 20. I hope I am looking at you in the camera and not looking off out into space somewhere over there. Let's start with some refires. So, 2 little mushroom trinket dishes. Now this one was glazed with a combination inspired by Jeanette Far Forest. She just did it on a straight test tile, up and down test tile, and I thought, I wonder what will happen on a trinket, toadstool trinket. And it is tropical teal and opal luster. Now, when it first came out, it was a little bit, needed a little bit of something more. So I put another coat of opal luster and some, oh goodness, I haven't got my book. Hold on. Happens to us all. Let me get my book. I've got my book. It was behind me on the shelf. There you go. Yeah, so sorry, I'm looking at this close up and it really is quite pretty. Like I say, first of all, it had 2 coats of tropical teal and which seems to be getting used more and more lately, and 2 coats of iron luster. I think most of us got a love-hate relationship with iron luster. More veering more on the hate, but anyway. So I thought, let's give it a go. Yeah, it was a bit underwhelming, so I thought, right, let's add some more opal luster. And also, I don't know if you do it, but when you're sitting here glazing, you think, I wonder. I put some dark flux around the outside edge, and I think that's come out really nice. Whether I can recreate it, I don't know, but anyway, I think that's quite nice now. And I like the way it sort of goes over the edge a little bit into the gills. I'm planning to make some bigger ones of these to sort of look like a pedestal dish. Well, that's my idea anyway. I've just rolled out some clay with my new tabletop slab roller. Yay! So I thought, right, let's get this little one, it'll do me. And hubby said, yeah, go for it. So yeah, and I just today rolled out 3 slabs just like that. Wonderful. Anyway, next one. Pretty much the same. This one had, bear with me, alabaster is the usual combo. Alabaster, winter wood, which is quite a new glaze to me, I'm still getting my head around it, and light flux on the rim. And I think I just needed a bit more, so I just added 2 coats of winter wood. Actually, the reason I refired it is the middle was a bit like lumpy. Yeah, I did put light flux on it. Yeah, it seemed to all just lump in the middle, and now it's nice and smooth, so that's good. So I'm hoping that's in focus. Yay, so another toadstool trinket from my Etsy shop. They're really good sellers, actually my best seller. Yeah, olive float is a new glaze for me. My goodness, it's so shiny, you can't really, sorry about the lighting, we are meant to be getting new lights put up. No, I can't really see that at all, but it's a lovely glaze. Most of you know it's a lovely glaze. Some like it, some don't. But yeah, I need to do more experiments with it. Obviously on my buff clay, I don't think I put anything over this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'd have to go back in my book. La, la, la. But anyway, to reglaze it, I just added another coat of olive float, and it's better than it was. And it's got Labradors on the back, and I did white back. I think this one is iron wash. I did manganese wash as well, so it may well be manganese wash. They're quite similar in colour, aren't they? Yeah, anyway. Another quite good seller on my Etsy shop. This one, Muddy Waters. I was talking to hubby, I said, I bet you like this glaze, don't you? Because it's very like earthy. I think most people do pair it with something, and I did first of all put a bit of Norse blue in the middle, which I think you can see has sort of stayed and mixed in. Go away, your reflection. And this has got Labrador pattern on the black back. I think that's the iron wash actually. I just put another coat of Muddy Waters on this one as well. It is better. They've gone a little bit out of shape, but I quite like it when they're not perfectly round. You want perfectly round, buy off the shelf. Okay. My two little, I look quite bad. I've sanded these a little bit. Pinholes in my green tea. I think I'm going to try and put some honey flux over the top to see if that gets rid of them. I mean, you could say that they, leaves, a lot of leaves, especially when they're not brand new leaves, do have marks on them. But yeah, I'd rather the pinholes weren't there. So we shall try once more, and if they don't go, well, what can I say? Yeah. I do like the terracotta engobe, as I said in my last video, on the back, but I am wondering whether, and it's probably not the case, that it causes the pinholes, because yeah, if it was raw clay at the back, would it have more chance of off-gassing through that way? I know it's only engobe. I don't know. Hive mind. I mean, a lot of people, excuse me, sorry, still got this snuffle, are using the engobes. Have you found that you've been getting pinholes? Might have been down to the firing, because first time they went up to 7, didn't they? This time sorry, I should put a cloth on this table. Yeah, it also went to a hot 6, even though I lowered the top temperature of my kiln. I think I need to do a little, like, cones on every shelf and see what it's doing all the way through. Okay. I did have a couple more, excuse me. I reglazed a couple of my, no, which one was it now? This one. The labyrinths that I've made. I put a coat of, this just had macadamia. Oh, sorry. And it was a bit, yeah, a bit boring. So I put some sandstone over the top. And same with this one. This was just alabaster. And I put some winterwood. Oh, quite good in the sort of natural colours like that. And they've got speckled engobe on the back, which I think works quite well. Obviously, they didn't pinhole. I don't know. And they were in the bottom of the kiln, I think. So that's those. I did have, right, that's the, well, could we call this a refire? Yeah, let's go straight to the plate. I made this, like I said, I think it was, same with this, it's so shiny. Christmas 2023, inspired by, as I said, Ceramics by Julia. I made a couple of like soup cups, and I've got a couple of bowls, which I could have shown you actually, but maybe I'll put a picture at the end. What else? Bowls, cups. Yeah, that's it. But this one, the idea was to be like a Christmas plate. It was just, as I showed you, I just wiped back, I think, green underglaze into the gaps, and it just looked messy, dirty. And I thought, right, engobes. I've got engobes now. But it's peeled off. A lot of it is okay. I mean, all the moons, the many moons, and the frozen lake, could you say, or the in the middle, fine. The brown, fine. But the speckle, maybe I put too many coats. I don't think so. I'm not a very heavy glazer. The speckled, sparkle engobe was fine in between the top, between the moons and that, the tiny bits you can see. But the bottom one, now is that where it was on the shelf? Maybe, is there any at the top? There's a couple of patches at the top as well. So yeah, I shall try. I shall put some more on. See what happens. Like I say, the front is lovely, and the back was letting it down. I just left it on the shelf for so long. So I've got to do something with that. Any suggestions, please let me know, because it is a nice serving plate. I can see it with some mince pies or Christmas cake on. Yeah, let's not talk about Christmas yet. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Right, yeah. And we can talk about Halloween. It's fine to talk about Halloween. 2 little cauldrons. Yay. Matte black with lime green for the potion inside. Now, and black engobe on the back, and my little stamp in the white. Excuse me. Now the texture on these, it's still a bit moonscapey rough, but for a cast iron cauldron, totally fine. In fact, I like the effect. So yeah, they've turned out well. While we're talking about the matte black, a lot of you liked my little crossover trinket dishes, and I do plan to make some bigger ones. These were just like the little experiment. As I said, the get in focus, I don't know if you can see, the matte black went like the surface of the moon, and I was so disappointed because I like matte black. Had my eye on it for a while, and that's actually passion flower on the top. I tried to refire this. I mean, I'd have to look at the pictures to see if the passion flower changed at all, but the matte black certainly didn't. It's on buff clay. Yeah, it obviously doesn't like the buff clay. As you know, the tarot mug I did. Okay, the transfer didn't come out too good, but it, like husband said, can look like an aged worn card, which is fine. And he said, well, I like the effect, I like the mug, so he can have it. The trouble is, this effect, I think he's okay on the outside, but it's also on the inside, so I won't be too pleased with him using it really. One thing I will say, because I don't know why, but I went all over the mug with the matte black. I don't know, my brain escaped me that day. And I put Copper Float, another new glaze to meet, on the top. And the effect is quite good. And it smoothed out the matte black. So, what could you say? Copper matte. There's probably a glaze that looks that colour. But anyway, yeah, shame. Because me and mugs, yeah. What can we do? However, the story continues. Sorry if it's getting boring, but You know, if you're a glazed nerd or pottery nerd, you will be interested, I suppose. I have chocolate speckle clay, which I really like and I should use more of. Can stick to the kiln shelf, but now with my new kiln paper, and yeah, I got mine from Bath Potters, and it's really good. Doesn't fragment everywhere. As long as you're careful, I think it's really good. So it may be of benefit with the speckle clays, but that black on the speckle, no, it's on texture, but it's not lumpy. It's smooth. How do you work that out? It doesn't like the buff clay, but it likes the speckle clay. Answers on a postcard. I don't know. Anyway, so I can use it for cauldrons and on speckle clay. Yay. Right, let's get on with it. What I've sort of gone out of order here now, so I apologise, but yeah. Quite a few of us have been making little so I just seen my cat walking along the back wall, or one of them. Little rascal. Anyway, yeah, talking of cats. I thought, right, what can I do? Let's put ears on the worry stones and make them cat worry stones. Now this one I refired. It's opal luster. I just gave it. It had a big pinhole in the corner. I gave it another coat, and it's gone. See, that's on the speckled clay. And this one is also on the speckled clay, and it's storm, which sorry, excuse me, which seems to like the speckled clay as well. Result, because I think that's a beautiful colour. I've seen, yeah, it was Una from Peacock Pottery. She did some lovely pieces using Storm, and also, oh my goodness, I want to say it's not Kimberly. It's from Kookaburra. Oh, I am sorry. From Kookaburra Pottery. I'll tag you in it. She did some lovely things with, watch the video today, with Storm and Seaweed, which I've sort of tried, and I've got to try sort of in the way that she has as well. But yeah, I think they're cute. I was going to put, you know, Nikron in the top for them to be key rings, but they dried too much. These were a little sort of like, oh yeah, let's just make some cat calm stones, as I call them. But yeah, fun. Right, where are we going to next? Just these. Talking of Halloween again, these are just something. I've got some potion bottle shapes. Obviously, I'll make more of them towards Halloween. It's black aventurine at the top. I think it works quite well, but maybe it needs to be more of a glass top. I don't know. And I just tested out a couple of the jungle gems, which I'm pretty sure that's Mardi Gras. And oh goodness, if you can bear with me a minute. Let's see. Pardon me. Yep, here we go. Oh, Go Iris. Pretty. I have made a couple of potion bottles before, I noticed. Let's get those out again. I think I did one with Dragon's Breath. Anyway, yeah. Done those. I'll do my little. Sorry. I've lost my keyring fixers, so I've had to order some more from Amazon. This, I had an idea for this. I mean, you know, I make my rainbow bridge items, but I got these little cutters. And when my husband saw them, he's a mental health nurse. He said that's like the like anxiety stroke sort of panic attack exercise they give people to do. You could use it for it. Basically, you start off on one side, you take a deep breath in, go up to the center, breathe out on the downstroke, and obviously way of controlling your breathing. And I thought it's quite a pretty thing to have hanging on your bag, on your key ring, and you could just sit and people would be none the wiser, wouldn't they? You could just sit calming yourself. I thought it was quite a good idea. So I've got 3 of those. The indigo is that it's actually moody blue. The red has burnt out slightly, but I think they're all right. Well, they're all stroke and coats. I won't go into all the names. Usual suspects, I shall say. And with the clouds, it's white on gobe with a coat of snow over the top. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. Yeah, let's save that till last. Now, I had an idea to make some tarot trays or oracle card trays, whatever. So you've got a little special, I've seen wooden ones and cloths before, but I thought, right, how about a little tray that you can, if you do read cards. I mean, I don't. I've got some sets of cards. I don't really know a great deal about tarot. I love the artwork, but it's not something I do personally. I'd love to. I've got some oracle cards as well. So, card of the day doesn't have to be tarot. You can use your oracle cards. So just pick a card and that sort of guides you for the day. What I thought was, obviously, you place your card there and you can, with the moon, it's supposed to be the moon. Obviously, I tried the Northern Lights. I've been quite good with the Northern Lights since the mince pie tray. But too much seaweed on this one. It's actually crawled a bit in the corner. So I'm going to put it back in. Yeah, I could have embossed, the lettering, but I decided to use the stamp that I use for my maker's mark, the ink pad. I don't know why. I mean, it's worked on this one, but yeah, back to the drawing board. But as I say, you can put a tea light on top of the moon with your card, put it on the side, and just think on the day. So that one worked out okay. It's just got black on gobe on the back. But yeah, I will put it back in because it's crawled slightly. Isn't that a pain? Right in the corner. Can you see it? Anyway, this one, which I've got my moulds from Amazon, I think. This one is heavier, so obviously the clay for this one wasn't rolled out quite so much. It's got the sparkle on gobe, which is sparkly. Remember to rub it before it dries, people. Right, but this one, I don't know. I think I either put an extra coat on, it's just gone patchy, and I've lost my P on the past. And there was a little indent there, so it seems to have, not wanted to go in a little indent. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet, to be honest. Yeah, and also, I don't know who glazed the edge of that, but it wasn't me. Oh dear, I'm usually quite neat, but I do love the this one. Yeah, this one was obsidian with smoky merlot on the top, and it does turn a lovely colour. Anyway, yeah, work in progress, because I've got some I'm having a stall at some psychic fairs at Manston Museum. I don't know if anybody, it's quite a well-known museum, but obviously aeroplanes, RAF, etc. So yeah, first one at the end of April. I thought they would go down quite well. Right, I think we've just got the one piece. Oh no, I didn't show you these. I'll just show you these because it's a new to me glaze. That's Mystic Tide. May not be the best example of it, but I think it quite goes on a labyrinth. And this one is Raspberry Mist. Another new glaze to me, but pinhole, so I'm going to chuck that one back in and see what happens. Yeah. And last but not least, I'd love your opinion on it, please. Those that have, or anyone, but you know, if you've done the frozen pond technique, like I say, I'm very late to the party. It was annoying me that bath potters weren't getting small pots of running hot chowder in, because I thought I'll get a little pot and try it out. But no, waiting. So I ended up getting a big pot. I think it's worked quite well. It is Storm, Celadon, Amico. Sorry, I haven't been saying the names, have I? The makes rather. Storm, Celadon, ×2, running hot chowder, dots sponged on, and then seaweed ×2 over the top. I didn't go, I left the edge just a Storm, just in case the seaweed decided to go on a little run off rather the edge of the leaf, because it is a bit bent, a little bit. I was going to use it to test my Pasla underglazes, but I thought, no, try the frozen pond. But it's okay, the lighting's a bit, I don't know. When you get the right camera angle, it's quite iridescent. Now I don't know whether I should have done my dots a bit more close together, or whether the dots in the middle are too heavy or not heavy enough. So anyway, first attempt, so yeah, and it's got black on gobe on the back, and it did actually have a coat of white on gobe. Probably didn't really need it, but yeah, anyway, that's it. I think that's it. I'll put that there because I don't want to make more noise. Okay. Yeah, I was nearly at 300 subscribers. Woohoo! No, I'm grateful to every one of you. You know, jokes aside, we have to have a little laugh, don't we? And you know, fingers crossed for everybody that's, you know, nearly at their 1,000. You're doing really well. I know I don't post a lot. Yeah, and most of my pieces have been quite small, but I am going to do some bigger pieces. I've got some things in mind, and also I've got to make some chickens, small ones like Sheila's, and bigger ones like oh my god, why do people's names just escape me? AP Pottery. Oh my, I'm sorry. And people comment mostly every day. Oh, it'll come back to me. But yeah, people have been making chickens. I love chickens. We used to have chickens and I do miss them. But yeah, chickens. What else was it? Oh, the tulip vase of Sheila's. Now, I love flowers. That's just got to be done. And also, now, Andrea, yay, we remembered your name, from Ruby A Ceramics, did her little book tutorial. Yeah, I love the idea, and I'm already hatching a plan for those. So yeah, there's lots of other things to make. It's just getting the time to do it all. Anyway, I shall stop talking now. Like I say, please like, subscribe if you don't already. Thanks again, and I shall hopefully be over this cold the next time I speak to you. Okay, bye for now.